All right, we're ready for Figma number 9. This is going to be about I don't know what to call it, a side menu, a hovering menu, an overlay menu. Call it what you want. Let's look at what it is, though. Let's do this first. Let's go here and go here. All right, so here's a prototype, right? And this is not a fancy screen. It just says home, and you see it's got what's called a hamburger menu in the top left corner. When I click on that hamburger menu, this little menu comes kind of sliding in, and it's not really a whole like switching screens. If you look carefully, you'll see that what's happened is that this menu is hovering over the top of that home screen, and if I click off of it, it goes back out. So see that, right? You see you click on the menu and that kind of slides in and hovers over, and when you click off of it, you're just right back there on that home screen. We're going to look today at how to do this, how to create a little hamburger menu that triggers a menu that comes kind of floating in. So let's take a look at all of what I've got set up for you here. There's a handout that, it will be posted on Google Classroom. It's not at the moment that I'm recording this movie, but it'll be there. And it looks like this. Has all of this, a 30-point deal here today, and you're going to make just a single screen that has the hamburger menu, and we're going to connect it to the side menu, and then we're going to work with its behavior. How it's going to overlay over the top of the home screen, but you'll also work with the options of how it appears and all that kind of thing. So you're going to have to make a couple of frames. And on the first frame, we're not going to do a ton, but I'll show you what we're going to do, and it's all right here on the handout. We've got to make a little side menu frame. We're going to work on that. And you'll have to I want you to put like 4 kind of menu items on that. If you watch the movie, you'll see what I'm talking about. Just watch my example. You'll get it. You'll see what I'm talking about. And then we got to make a connection here. There's a little prototyping that has to go on. And you're going to want to preview it so that you're satisfied with the way it's operating and behaving. When everything looks good, you turn it in. So let's get back over here, and I'm going to close that tab. That's a preview tab, and I'm going to close that as well. And no, I didn't really want to close that, but that's okay. Let's get to Figma.com, and I'm already signed in. So let's go to work. I'm going to start a new file. This is going to be called, I'm just going to call it side menu, but again, it's an overlay menu, a hovering menu. Terminology isn't that important. All right, so on we go. Frame tool. Going to get the frame tool. I'm going to come over here and pick a phone size, and I think this is a good way to do this today. Go ahead and pick a phone size. I'm going to do this Android, and I think that for the moment, I'm just going to move this over this way. Do I want it over this aisle? That's fine for right now. I'll get the frame tool again, and here, that's going to be the home screen. That's going to be the main screen. For the side menu, just draw it. All right, just bring your frame tool over here and just draw it out. And don't make it bigger than the main frame. All right, make it kind of whatever size you want. This is the size it's going to be when it kind of pops on and hovers over the main screen. So you don't want to make it too big, right? Don't make it huge, something like that. And just because I feel like it, I'm going to round the corners. I'm coming over here to the properties panel, and I'm going to give that, I'm going to round the corners of that side menu. Now, I am going to do this. I'm going to come over here to the left-hand side on the layer panel, and I'm going to rename some things, all right? So this is the main screen right here. All right, and then this is, I'm going to rename, and again, side menu, overlay. Oh, overlay, that's a good name, overlay. Except I didn't spell it right. I'm just picky, I'm sorry, rename, overlay. All right, there we go, that's better. So I've got main screen and overlay, right? All right, so on the main screen, let's just dress this up a little bit. I use an awful lot of blue, don't I? But that's okay. That's fine. All right, boom. And this is just going to say home. And let's get the arrow tool. Let's get that selected. Let's make the size of that pretty big. Not that big. well, it's going to have to be smaller than that to fit. Make it like 96 or so. Okay, that's good. I'm going to center that. Okay, yay. All right, so, and if you want to decorate this screen up more than that, you can. But here's something you do have to make. And I would recommend you make a little hamburger menu. This is a really common thing. You see it in apps all the time. It's like 3 lines that are arranged vertically. So I'm just going to go get, on the shape tool here, I'm going to go get the line tool. I might zoom in on this a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. Okay, here we go, line tool. And I'm just going to draw about like that. And it looks good. I'm going to make the stroke a little thicker. So I'm over here on the stroke panel. Let's go 5. All right. Now, I do want to show you something here that on the stroke panel, it's black. It's 5. Center, yeah, great. There's ... right here, advanced stroke settings. I want to change the caps if it'll let me. Yeah, the cap is right below it. I was trying to click in the wrong place. It's not a big deal, but I like round caps on it. And what it does is round the end of the line. I don't know how you can see that, but instead of just being like straight cut off, the end of the line there is rounded. I like it better. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. Now I'm going to alt drag 2 more of those. And then what I want to do with those is make sure that I want to align their centers, and I also want to distribute their vertical spacing because I want them to be, for me to feel good about it, that's got to look really nice and neat. I might size it down just a smidge. I might have gotten my stroke a little thick, so I'm going to change it to like 3. And that's starting to look fairly good. I'm pretty happy with that. That's called a hamburger. I don't know if you've ever heard that before, but in app design and things like this, they call that a hamburger. Okay. Now I'm also going to go ahead and right-click and group that. I want to group that selection. All right. So see that? You got to construct that. It's not hard. It's 3 little lines that are kind of lined up and distributed vertically and grouped. Okay, cool. Now let's turn our attention here to the overlay screen that's sitting over here. And again, you make your own decisions about things that you want to do with colors and all that kind of stuff. I'll make it kind of a minty green color, but that's all up to you. And I mentioned on the handout, and I said earlier, I want you to put like what would be 4 real typical menu kinds of words on this. All right, and so I'm going to make a little triangle there, and I'm going to make that triangle black, and I'm going to take the type tool. And one of the things I'm just going to say is home. Now, obviously that text is way too big, so that's going to have to be, I don't know, probably something around 14 point maybe. That could be maybe a little bit bigger than that. I'll make it 18 and go with that. All right, so that's going to be one of my little menu items. This is going to be like a fly-out menu, and I'm going to use my align panel just to make sure that that's all kind of nice and aligned. I'm going to alt drag that. I could group these if I wanted to. And then this one, I'll just say shop. I'm trying to think of just things that you would kind of typically see on a menu. Kind of like a little fly-out menu. I need to move that over. And this one is going to say, all right. Now, I might take all of my text items there and align their left edges, distribute their spacing vertically. That's all looking pretty good. If I wanted to, I could take each one of those items and Control-G group it. I might do that just for kicks and giggles, just to make them stay together a little bit better. All right, so, I have the basics done here. I have my main screen designed, and I have my overlay, my flyout menu, my again, I don't know what you want to call it, side menu, right? And I might, I might shrink in the width of that. I've decided I'm not sure I want it quite as big as that. And I'm going to scoot these over. Oh, hey, don't do that. Control Z. Just want to move those over a little bit. All right, that's better. Okay, got it. Okay, so my design is put together, right? Okay, so the rest of this is going to be done in the prototyping. So I'm going to click on prototype on the top left, and I'm going to click on the hamburger, because that's going to be the trigger for this menu to kind of pop on and do its thing. Now, one of the things we're not going to do in this exercise is these. If you were doing a bigger, more complicated design, these, like home and shop and settings and profile, these could be connected to another screen someplace else. You know, there could be a whole bunch of screens in this design, and these could all be connected to another screen. But they're not going to be today. I'm not going to worry about that today. I'm going to go back here and click on this hamburger over here and say, okay, I want the hamburger to connect. When it is activated, I want it to connect over here to overlay. Boom. Just going to connect it there. All right. Now, I think on tap is going to be what we want here as far as like the trigger goes. Yes, I think on tap's going to be it. But here's where it's going to get different. Okay. This is what you got to catch. We're not going to navigate to overlay. We are going to open. And I maybe didn't pick a very good name. That's not really referring to the name of the screen. It's going to overlay. It's going to open an overlay called overlay. I just happened to name this overlay. I could have named it something. Here, let me change the name of it. I'm going to rename it because that's bugging me. Side screen. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go here and we're going to tap and we're going to open an overlay called side screen. I just changed the name of the thing because, like I say, it was bothering me that it was opening an overlay called overlay. All right, ignore my eccentricities. All right, now down here, when this overlay pops on top of the home screen, where do you want it to go? Do you want it to be centered over the home screen? Do you want it to be anchored at the top left, anchored at the top center, anchored at the top right, anchored at the bottom left, bottom center, bottom right, or do you want to define manually? Do you want to take care of it yourself? Do you want to put it where you want it? You've got all these choices. Centered right in the middle and all these, boom, boom, boom. I'm going to do manual. You do what you want. I'm going to do manual. Look what happens when you say manual. It puts a kind of a little copy of it here, and you can just kind of set this around and say, okay, when the hamburger is clicked, when the hamburger menu is pressed, I want it to appear. Where do you want it? Here, here, here. You can just kind of decide where you want it. I want it to just kind of drop down as if it just kind of came, just off of the menu here. So I'm going to put it right about there. All right. Now, also, right here on the interaction details over on the right-hand side, let's do this. Close when clicking outside. Do that. That way, when you're testing your prototype, if you click outside of that side menu, you'll see it. But when you click outside of it, it goes away. Now, also, let's turn this on. Add background behind overlay. And you got two things you can work with here. Color and opacity. For the time being, it's set to black and 25%, and I'm going to leave it with that for now. I might change it in a minute. All right. Now, last thing, we've worked on some interaction details on tap, open overlay, and I want to open my little side screen. And I said I'm going to put it in a manual. I manually chose the location. Close when clicking outside. Add background overlay. Add background behind overlay. Now, animation. I guess you could do instant, but I think it's more fun to do something else. So let's do. You only get choices of dissolve and move in. All right, so pick something. And like I did move in, and so I've got directions. I can kind of play around, well, okay, which direction, how do I want it to move? Do I want it to go up or down or, to the right or whatever? And all the easing that was in the previous lesson, ease in, ease out, I might do ease out back. Okay. And you could work with timing too if you wanted, it's set to 300 milliseconds, but you could play around with that. Okay. So this hamburger is connected to the side screen, and on tap, open overlay called side screen. Manual placement, yes. Turn this on, yes. Turn this on. Right now this is black and 25%. For the animation, I've got to move in to the right, ease out. I think it's time to check this out. So if I go up here to my preview button up in the top right, and there it is. All right, so here I'm previewing my screen. What's the trigger? The trigger is the hamburger button. So I come up here and click. Looky there. You see it come sliding in there? And then because we turned on that thing that said when you click outside, turn it off. If I click outside of that, it just runs off. Click the hamburger. Click off of the menu. Hamburger. Off of the menu. That's kind of cool. Now, if I wanted to go back and make some changes, remember the way Figma works is my preview tab, it opened a separate tab in the browser, and that's my preview tab. I could go back to my previous tab over here, and my design is still just sitting here ready to rock and roll. And you know, I could do a couple of things, like I could come along here and say, well, you know, I do want that a little bit wider. And maybe I do want to click on that and take a look at all of these settings and say, you know, wonder what would happen. What would it look like if I changed this to, I don't know, red and made it, I don't know, 40%. I'm just playing around now, and I think you should too. Play around. My goodness, don't be afraid of it. And don't just sit there and say, I just want to get done fast. Play around with it. All right, so I'm making some changes here. Let's change this to dissolve, right? On the animation, I changed it from move in to dissolve. Let's change it to dissolve, and let's see what we get. And I changed the color to red, and I changed the opacity to 40%. All right. Well, so let's go back to my preview tab over here and refresh it. Refresh the page. So all you got to do, just refresh the page. And here we go, watch. Now, do you see it looks pink? Why does it look pink? Do you remember what I did over here? When I said, okay, let's make that red and 40%. That's why that looks pink. That's a 40% red overlay, kind of darkening sort of effect that's going on there, right? What if I came over here and I said, oh, let's make it, I don't know, let's make it green. All right, so I made another change, and I go back over to my preview window, and I refresh it. And I click the hamburger button. And you see how it looks green? All right, it looks green because I told it to look green. Over here I made a change on the what is that doing? I made a change on my, there we go. Now I got it back. I made a change on what I wanted. So it's looking different. Now I really like it much better when you do it with black. And so I'm just going to refresh that page one more time. I'm really done. All right, so there we go. All right, so this is, you know, what I'm going to want to see when I grade this is I'm going to preview your work. And when I click that little hamburger button, is there a menu that pops out? You know, I really do. I'm sorry, I keep changing things, but I really do like the move in a whole lot better. Sorry, I really do. All right, let's refresh that one more time. And let's take a look. Boom. Ooh, that's kind of cool. See how it drops down? When you click off of it, it goes away. Look at that. That is pretty darn slick. All right. So yeah, that's so what all you would do now is, I get too excited about this, but all you would do now is you'd have to go back here and share. Right? Share and copy the link and turn it in, because I want to see your work, and I want to see how you did it. And so let's go to work.